Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. If you have one of these Bowflex dumbbell sets, they're great. However, they're usually sitting on the floor. So I found this. It is a stand for those Bowflex type weights, and it even has wheels to make it mobile. So you can like move it around your gym, your garage, your your basement, wherever you have these stored at. So let's open this up, assemble it, see what it looks like, and see how smooth it rolls across like a flat surface floor. Like in the back of my studio, I have a little exercise area set up, and I want to see if I can like basically kind of just like move it back and forth. Everything in my garage is basically mobile. It's on wheels, so I can move it to maximize the space on any project that I'm working on. Anyhow, let's open it up, see what we get inside. It's packed pretty good. All right, I think that's it. I just grip this tape off my little Leatherman, and let's open this up. Okay. Get my knife out again. Looks like a lot of stuff is taped in together here. This looks like the base. Not the base, but the base part for put the weights on. That is your instruction manual. Looks like it's all taped in there pretty good. Looks like a set of wheels. Some straps. Another wheel. I think the wheels came loose during shipping. That's okay. These styrofoam blocks out of the way. That's part of the upright. So they packed it really good in here. And I like that. That's your hardware kit. This looks like this is part of the base piece. Alright, so let's first get everything unwrapped. That piece. Looks like these are straps. So you get two, one for each one. So that's cool. That's a strapping plate. There's the other strapping plate. Alright, so let's get the directions out of here. So that's your owner's manual. So it doesn't look like there's too many steps to this whole process. Even comes with some tools, which makes it a little bit easier. I have a pretty well stocked garage with stuff, but it's nice to see like tools that come with this different things. All right, so it doesn't really give you a step-by-step. So you got to kind of like figure out. So let's go with the base first, which looks like it's going to be this. So the wheels go on the bottom. So do that first. And just kind of twist in. We're going to crack open the tools and get the wrenches to make sure we get that nice situated. I think we'll do it over early. Side of this wrench we're going to need. So it's going to be the 14 mil side. So that is your base basically done. It's got some locks on it too, which is good. So if you put somewhere, it's not going to slide all over the place for you. All right, next part is going to be the midsection, and it's going to want these M870 bolt 2. So there's nothing strange about that. It's just straightforward. So this is going to go. Now it's going to be about getting the right angle. So I think this is going to want this to sit. So I think we want this to sit over this part right here to give it a little bit more stability. Okay, and they do give you the side view. So that is basically the angle that you want that to be sitting at. So let's get these bolts in here. So these are going to be your 70 millimeter. So you got 2 sets of bolts up here. So it's going to be your 70 millimeter, which is going to be on this part of the car. Pulling out. And it wants 2 washers, which is at the top left-hand corner of your card. We're going to take a bolt each, put a washer through on this side. I'm going to slip that through this hole and then out towards the back. Alright. And it's going to want 2 more washers, and then it's going to want 2 of the 2 washers on that side. And then it's going to want 2 of the lock nuts. We'll just cut that out of the card. We got 1 and 2. So we'll just like put that tighten down by hand on the other side. And this is where the second pull comes into place. So we'll just set that down. It looks like that is going to be also a 14. Then on this side it will also be the 14. So we'll just hold it on one side and start turning down on one on the other. We got that nice and snug. Now it looks like it's going to be the top plate. I'm going to put in. Alright, so just looking at this. Just make sure you have that in the right way. Side view. So from the side view, it looks like, so if you can kind of see these 2 holes, that's going to be where that's going to be going. That's kind of like how I want you to put that in. And that's going to be what your 2 remaining bolts on either side. And again, a washer for each side. So one here. I'm just kind of feeling around because The studio light has blinded me. This side. Let me just take a look at this. Okay. Let me spin this around so I can kind of get a better look on it. This one's going to go through here on this side. So that was a little more difficult than I thought it would be. I guess this is kind of like personal preference. If you want to be flat, you put it down there. If you want a little bit of an angle, so you can use the bottom hole. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's get that hole lined up here. So you do have an option to kind of like tilt it how you want. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a tilt forward. And this is a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Okay. So it's just kind of like lining up the bolts. That was a little challenging, I got to be honest with you. And then we'll do the same thing over here. So you got the slot and then the two screw holes. We're going to be using the bottom one, so it tilts forward a little bit for us. Two washers. I'll push the bolts in through this side. Okay. Then the bottom two holes. Okay. Once I'm not being blinded by my lights, it's a little bit easier. All right, so let's put these washers on the other side. Okay, and then the last remaining lock nuts. And again, you can put these on the outside too if you wanted. I just kind of like cleaner look from the outside looking in. So we'll just put this one here, this one on that side, and then that one down here in this last position. And again, using these wrenches, tighten up everything. Okay. That gives you some locking pieces down here for the bottom. So let's get this dumbbell dialed up so we can get it off the base. Move this out of the way. So here's your base. So on the bottom of your stack, you might have these little rubber shoes that you can actually pull out and then put these little tie downs to make it a lot more secure. Since this is a older model, it doesn't have that. However, I do have the ability to mount this on here. And then we're going to put a strap through and hold it through the side. So the straps, we want to make nice and secure. So we are going to route them through this outside strap piece. like that. So we'll put the dumbbell here and make it as square as you can. We're just going to lock this collar down at the bottom. Oh, let me go through here. So that's going to be your locking strap. And it seems like it's going to be the tightest on here through the front. Actually, no. Get it mounted towards the back here. Make it nice and tight. Pull it back up through the strap and then over the top. So it's nice and secure. And I think I'm going to have to make this up through the side a little bit more. I'm going to have this collar piece rest on the side like that. And then have the Velcro come down nice and smooth on that side. So that is nice and secure on there. Seems pretty good. So that is that's how you want your base to be basically situated on there. And then we can put the weight on top and we are good to go. Just make sure you have this strap as tight as possible. Let me get this set up onto my gym side, and then I'll take a couple pictures and videos and I'll show you exactly how it looks when it's all set up. Stay tuned. All right, so obviously they roll around pretty much effortlessly, which is great. I even got a crack in the concrete right here. So they move really nice and smooth. I mean, like super smooth. And obviously, when you're pulling your weights out, that's nice and secure. So you can go like heavier. Like set this for like 25 pounds. So, I mean, it holds it nice. And it's at a great height. I mean, I'm 5'8", but that holds up really nice. And like I said, you can move them around your garage, or like me, my studio, so I can position them anywhere that I need them to go. And yeah, absolutely awesome. Love this thing already. Anyway, Brian from Garage Hall, thanks for watching, and be safe out there. Oh, and they even roll really nice over a little pile of carpet. So, yeah, great.